Okay guys, I do not like this elf sponge. This has glitter particles in it which do not look that great in person. Ooh, my face is looking so glowing. Hi guys, this is Lishabata and welcome to my channel. This is the first video that I'm filming in the year 2021. I don't know when this is gonna go up, but I'm finally sitting down to shoot. It's so cold in Delhi, and trust me, the last thing I'm gonna do is remove my layers and layers of clothing and sit down to film. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So in today's video, I'll be testing out the PR products that I received in my mail. In fact, I'll be doing a full makeup look using the products that I've received in the PR, and I'll also be sharing my first impressions. But before I get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified of all my new content. Now, let's get started. So to moisturize my face, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I received this in the PR recently when Charlotte Tilbury launched in India. And my god, the packaging is just exquisite. So this is the instant turnaround moisturizer, and this is insanely popular, and it also costs a bomb. So the 30 ml costs 5800 in India on Nykaa, and otherwise it costs $100, which is like 7300 rupees depending on the conversion rate. So this is super duper expensive. I almost feel bad using it. I just want to keep it like a collector's item or something. And this apparently instantly moisturizes your face, and your face looks plumper and more nourished. So let's see the magic this magic cream can work upon my face. I'm gonna need a bit more. I'm just doing like conjuicy right now. Also gonna use a bit underneath my eyes. So it's really cold right now in Delhi and my skin's been very dehydrated. I feel like this just absorbed very quickly into my skin, and it does make a difference, doesn't it? I feel like my skin looks healthier and plumper, or is it just in my mind because I know I've used this super duper expensive cream by Charlotte Tilbury. Tell me in the comments below if you feel like this made a difference to my face or it's just in my head. Now for the lips, I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy Lip Balm. I also received this recently in my PR, and this cost 2100 bucks, which is quite a bit. So I've used this a couple of times and it is very hydrating. I absolutely love it. But on the other hand, it does cost quite a bit. So if you want, you can use just about any other affordable lip balm. But since I wanted to use only PR products in this look, so I'm just using this one. So for the primer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. e.l.f. recently launched on Nykaa and they sent a bunch of their products to me. So apparently this is a very close dupe of the Tatcha primer, and my god, the consistency is so different. I'm used to like those silicone based gel like primers. But this just feels like a balm, like a balmy texture. I'm gonna use this primarily around my cheeks where I have a lot of enlarged pores, and on my nose, underneath my eyes, and the forehead. I'm just focusing it on areas where I have enlarged pores and my makeup tends to crease, especially around my mouth. This doesn't feel like anything. Like, it's not sticky, it's neither heavy, and it's definitely not moisturizing either, which I'm kind of surprised with because this has squalene, which is supposed to be very moisturizing, but I don't think it's adding any sort of moisture to my face. So it definitely adds a nice glow to your face, and I feel like my skin looks a bit airbrushed. My pores are still quite visible, but then they do feel like a little minimized. So wow, like I really like the texture of this. It does not feel heavy at all. I feel like I've prepped my skin really well today because it's looking so much more hydrated and nourished and healthy. So I'm going to start off with color correction. So for color correction, I'm going to use this color corrector by Cuffs and Lashes. They sent across a bunch of the products to me, including these really beautiful colored liners and the color pots. So this is what the color corrector looks like. It comes in this mini pot kind of a thing, and you have to dip in your fingers into it, and I'm already getting the product on my nails, which I don't like. I wish it came in like a stick form like the Nykaa color correctors, or like the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I hate digging my fingers into like cream based products because that's very unhygienic, and it also leads to like a lot of growth of bacteria. Texture wise, this goes on very smoothly, and it's also very easy to blend. The product is also very pigmented, and I ended up taking a lot more than I needed. So I'm just gonna try and blend this out. So I ended up applying a lot more product than I needed, but that's okay. I'm going to cover it with the foundation. So for the foundation, I'm going to be using the My Glam Clean BB Foundation Stick. I'm not really sure what this is all about. I've never really used a BB stick before, and then they call it a BB foundation stick. So is this like a BB cream, or is it a foundation stick? Let's read the claims. So the packaging says this is a lightweight longwear foundation enriched with nourishing argan oil that creates a flawless smooth finish in one seamless application. So it comes in this twist up packaging, and I think the color is a bit too warm for me, but I'm just gonna apply and see. Oh, it is so moisturizing. Wow, this just glides onto the skin. And I guess since they say it's lightweight, the coverage might not be that great. I'm just gonna apply it all over my face, and I'm using a lot because I want full coverage today. And I'm gonna try blending this out with my finger. Oh, this blends so easily. Wow, this just like melts into your skin. But I don't think he'll be able to cover the color correction I've done, the crazy color correction I've done underneath my eyes. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I did not expect this to like turn out well. To be honest, I'm not like a huge fan of BB creams. I'd rather use like a sheerer, dewy foundation than a BB cream because I feel like they're very heavy. They also give like a big white cast. But wow, I really like it. This feels just like my skin. Of course, the coverage isn't that great, but if you're looking for something for everyday wear, this is a very good option. I also feel like this is so easy to use. This just blends very easily with the fingers. You don't even need like a moist sponge for it. But you know what I don't like? It has this weird fragrance and it's sitting right underneath my nose. I hate it. It smells very odd. I don't know if that's the argan oil, but it doesn't smell very pleasant. So I'm applying like another layer because I want a bit more coverage. And you know what? I'm going to blend this out with a sponge. So for the sponge, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. I don't know if this is specifically for concealer, but I'm going to be using this all over my face. It has this very interesting shape, which is like an oval. And this is what it looks like while it's dry. I'm going to moisten this and come right back. Alright, so I'm back and this is what the moist sponge looks like. Now I understand why they call it as a concealer sponge because it's not too big in size. So if you use it all over your face to apply a foundation, it's going to require a lot more effort. Also, this is very soft compared to my RT sponge which I have right here. So both of these are moist and this is the difference. This feels a bit thicker, it has a lot more. I feel like if I'll bounce it off my face, it has like a stronger bounce. But comparing the e.l.f. one, this is much softer and I don't think this like bounces as easily as say my RT sponge. So I'm trying to blend out the foundation with the sponge. So the dabbing technique doesn't work as well because when I dab it on my skin, then the product just keeps sitting on it. But if I blend it out like this blends out much more smoothly. The shade of the BB stick is also bang on. So the My Glam team sent the shade Oak to me and this is just my match. So for concealer, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer because I did not receive any concealer in the PR. So this is one of my favorite concealers. I also recently featured it in a video where I picked out my favorite top high coverage concealers which are also very affordable. In case you haven't checked out the video, I will be linking it below in the description box. Now I'm just going to try and blend it out with the sponge. Okay, the sponge definitely reduces the pigmentation. It absorbs a lot of the product even though it is moist because I use this concealer very often and I always blend it out with my RT sponge and I get much better coverage. Okay, guys, I do not like this elf sponge. Even though the shape is very nice, it's shaped like this egg kind of a thing on top, and it's very easy to reach your inner corners and wherever you wanna conceal and blend out the product. But this absorbs a lot of product and it actually reduces the coverage of your concealer or your foundation. In fact, I do not like it for applying the foundation all over your face because it's much smaller in size. But even for the concealer, I think I'd rather use my regular face sponge because I want full coverage. I don't like it. I do not recommend buying it either. Ooh, my face is looking so glowing. I love this BB stick. So I definitely recommend the My Glam Clean Beauty BB Foundation Stick. Wow, that's quite a mouthful. But my god, look at the coverage. Look at the finish. It's so dewy. It's so nice. Oh, I love it, and it was also very easy to use like I mentioned before. I didn't get any powders either in the PR, so I'm just using the K Beauty HD powder for setting my under eye area. Moving on to the eyes for the brows, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. So it has a spoolie on one hand and a retractable pencil on the other. So I'm using very lighter strokes to fill in my brows. Right off the bat, I can tell that the color is a bit too dark for me, and I tend to go for darker brow products, but this is just too dark. It looks almost black, which I hate. It's not too pigmented, which is always a big plus when it comes to brow products, because otherwise you'll just easily go overboard. Now I'm using the spoolie to brush through. I love the quality of the spoolie. It's very soft, yet it blends out the product very evenly. So this is what my eyebrow looks like filled in. While I really do like the texture, it's a bit waxy and I prefer waxy brow products. Creamy ones just move about quite a bit, but I do not like the color. But I really like the texture of it, and it is so easy to use and you don't get those harsh strokes either, which is what I really struggle with when it comes to eye pencils. So I'm done filling in my brows and I just looked at myself in the mirror and I do not like it at all. The shade is too dark, it's too black, and it looks so odd on my face, especially with my hair, which has been colored to a more brown tone. So I'm gonna set this with the e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Brunette. I'm hoping this will be a bit more brown, so hopefully it will give a brown tinge to my eyebrows. Wow, this is tiny. I don't know how much this costs because the prices weren't mentioned. I'll have to check online. I'll be mentioning the prices on the screen, but this is super, super tiny. Just taking this through my brow hair, and this is definitely brown. I love the shade. This should have been the shade of the pencil. This is dark brown, and I think this is definitely going to tone down the blackness. Wow, okay, I definitely love this brow gel. So this is an amazing product, and I feel like this can also be used on its own, especially for day wear when you're just going out to the market or somewhere nearby, because this is quite tinted and it definitely sets your brow hair just perfectly in place. Now for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Balm Meet Match Maker eyeshadow palette. So it has all these gorgeous color combinations in the palette. I love all the shimmers and the mattes. They're so pretty, so warm toned, perfect for the Indian complexion. Now the balm recently relaunched on Nykaa, so that's when I received this in the PR. I mostly do PR unboxing on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me there. So in my crease, I'm going to be using the matte Shahavaran. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. This is this beautiful dusty brown color. And it's so intense. Oh my god, the pigmentation is so good. So I'm just applying this all over my crease as well as the outer edge and just blending it out lightly. Now I actually get the hype around the balm eyeshadows. The pigmentation is just insane. I'm lightly dipping this in the palette and it's giving me such a good color payoff. And I haven't even used like a primer on my lids. Then I'm just taking matte Lamos on a fluffy blending brush and just blending out my crease color. Going back into the Shahavaran and just redoing my crease because I feel like I've lost the intensity. Now one thing I've noticed about these eyeshadows is that they are a bit powdery because when I'm dipping in my product on the palette, there's a lot of kickback. But that could also be because they're so soft. So I'm dipping into Matte Campbell and I'm focusing this just on my crease area and a hint on the outer V. So the great thing about this palette is that they've given you color duo, so you don't have to figure out which eyeshadow to blend with which matte eyeshadow. So I think that is superb. And I'm still pretty amazed by the pigmentation. I'm going back to matte Shahavaran and just blending out the crease a bit more. That's the key to flawless blending, you guys. You have to keep on reapplying the color, give it back the intensity, but then also blend it out so that there are no harsh edges. Another thing that I just noticed is that I use such intense shades and there is literally zero fallout. I have used a lot of eyeshadow palettes from amazing brands, but whenever you use like darker browns, deeper browns, and when you're blending them out, there's almost always fallout underneath your eyes. But this gives zero fallout, which is amazing. Now I'm going in with Lisa Campbell and applying this from the inner corner to the mid portion of my eyelid. This is such a beautiful aubergine shimmer shade. Wow, just look at that. I'm also going to apply this on my lower lash line. So the eye makeup is done and my god, I am in love with this palette. I'm definitely going to use this a lot more often. The shades are so pigmented, the shimmer shades are so intense and they're very easy to blend. For the eyeliner, I'll be using the Balm Schwing eyeliner. So it has this nice felt tip. Personally, I prefer fine tips because then I feel like I can draw like thinner lines more easily. But this is also pretty easy to use. Okay, I take back my words. The felt tip is actually very easy to use. I feel like I'm using like the traditional eyeliner after so long. I mostly prefer using pen eyeliners, especially the NYX Epic Ink liner is the best one I've used so far. Also, the liner dries to a matte finish. It's super matte. So if you're looking for like the perfect matte black eyeliner, you can definitely check this out. Wow, I love the finish of this balm eyeliner. It is so intense and it is so matte and it complements the purple eyeshadow so well. Now for lashes, I did not receive anything in the PR, so I'm just gonna pick any of my favorite pack lashes and apply them off camera and come right back. I'm back and I have my lashes on. Now we're gonna use the mascara, and for mascara, I'm using the e.l.f. Length and Volume Waterproof Mascara. At first, I thought this mascara was blue because of the packaging, but it's actually black, or so I hope. This is what the wand looks like. It's much smaller and slightly thicker. Just running this through my lashes. I can't really tell if it does much for my upper eyelashes since I have my falsies on. But I can tell you this, it's very easy to use and it coats the lashes quite evenly. But I don't think it's giving me much volume because I have very dense lashes on my lower lash line and it's just doing like an okay job, I feel. I feel like I'll have to use this without my lashes to really make an opinion on it, but right now I think it just does like a fine job. Moving on to the cheeks for the contour, I'll be using the Colourbuff Flawless Touch Contour and Highlighter. Now, I have used this previously and I did not like it at all. Right off the bat, you can see the shade is too cool toned and it is too intense, but we're still gonna make it work. So I'm just taking just a hint of it, dabbing off the excess and placing it right underneath my cheek. Last time I feel I took a lot more product because I wasn't expecting it to be so intense. So I think this time it looks much better and it's also easier to blend. So I feel like if you're a bit more careful with the amount of product you pick up, this actually blends out very easily because the last time I remember I had picked up a lot of product on my brush, like the normal amount that I usually do with like the Nykaa Contour Duo, and I had the hardest time blending it out. Going to take a hint of it on my fingers to lightly, ever so lightly. Oh my god, do you see how intense it is? I took like just the lightest amount possible and Yeah, it's too dark. It's just too intense. Ugh. Also gonna blend this out with this angled contour brush from My Glassum. Now for blush, I'm gonna be using this latest launch by K Beauty. It's their matte blush in the shade Sugar Candy. Now this is a very beautiful coral pink. Such corals are like right up my alley, and I'm very impressed with the pigmentation as well. They're not intensely pigmented either, and they're also easy to blend. Oh, this looks so pretty. My god, how natural does this look? I think I should have gone with like a slightly more cool tone pink though, considering my eyes are purple. But I think we're just gonna make it work now. For the highlight, I'll be using the My Glam Roll-On Illuminator. This is in the shade Phoenix. So it comes like this. It has this roll-on thingy and you just directly apply it to your skin. Ooh! Ah, how pretty is this? I'm just gonna dab this with my finger and try and blend it out. This is so pretty. So it's actually very, very gold and it has like specks of gold shimmer through it. I'm not a huge fan of that look, but if you are, then you'll definitely like it. But I really love the way it looks on camera, but in person, I can literally see the gold specks. And I am definitely not digging that look. But on camera, my god, this looks so good. I'm also taking the highlighter from the Color Bar Duo to highlight my brow bone. I was planning on doing it with the illuminator, but the shimmer is too big. I think it won't look nice on the brow bone. Also putting this in my inner corner. I think I'm going to intensify the highlight a bit more with the powder because I'm not too happy with the gold flecks on my cheeks right now. For lips, I'll be using the Balm Liquid Lipstick in the shade Charming. So this is a very beautiful pinky brown and it has this minty feeling on the lips which feels very refreshing. But this is a bit more brown that I was going for. So I'm going to apply a bit of Smashbox Gulab Bay to the center of my lips. Now to set my face, I'll be using the Smashbox Primer Water. Wow, so refreshing. So this not only sets your face but also gives you this really nice glow. So this is the final look. I absolutely love the way it turned out. Tell me in the comments below if you did too. So there were definite hits and misses from the Bounty today. Some of the products that I didn't like was the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. I didn't like the shade. Otherwise the texture was good. I definitely didn't like the sponge. This absorbs a lot of the product which totally shears out the coverage. I also did not like the My Glam Magic Roll-On Illuminator. This has glitter particles in it which do not look that great in person. It looks quite odd. I can still see the glitter particles and it makes my pores look bigger and it's just not a nice look. And talking about the products that I did like, I absolutely love the Balm Meet Match Maker eyeshadow palette. I think this is such a must-have in your kitty. So all the shades in this palette are so complimentary for the Indian skin tone and the pigmentation is bang on. Also, it's very easy to blend and I face like zero fallout, which is so rare. I also really love the My Glam BB foundation stick. This was quite a surprise. I do not like BB products and I definitely don't like products with very light coverage or which come in a stick form. I love the traditional foundations in the liquid bottle form, but this was so easy to blend and the finish of it is so dewy and so natural. I again am in the shade Oak and this suits me to the T. So if you're someone who is between NC 30 to NC 35, this is gonna be your shade and I can see myself using using this every time I'm just going out and I don't want to look like I've caked my face. This is just perfect for those days. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and comment down below. You know that really motivates me to continue filming and creating like makeup content for you, because trust me, it takes forever to film and edit. And don't forget to check out some of my other makeup tutorials which are super easy and beginner friendly. I'll see you guys the next time.